Hi, this is Ayvaunn Penn with Black and Making It, Black artists making it happen. Today, I'm coming to you in the raw, for real, for real, for real. I mean, it's been one of those kinds of days, one of those kinds of weeks. I didn't even try to clean up for you this time. I'm coming to you from a very real place. Look, there go my breakfast. There go my homework, and yes, Lord, here goes my Bible too, because Lord knows I need him. Yes, I did wake up with Jesus this morning. Okay, here's the deal. If you have what I'm looking for, ladies and gentlemen, I am interested in working with you. Yes, working with you. Now, here's what we're going to do. All my poets, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Yes, raise your hand. Thank you very much. Now, if you do not live in New York, put your hand down. Down. Put your hand down if you don't live in New York. Now, if you would never be interested in getting up on a stage in front of people, put your hand down. Put your hand down if you're not interested in being on a stage in front of people. Now, last question. If you are not interested in using poetry to tell stories, to share narratives that are meaningful and important to people and to the community, put your hand down. Now, my friends, if your hand is still up right now, I invite you to email me at blackandmakingit@gmail.com. You'll probably see it right down there. Yes. Here's the deal, my friends. Today is a day of liberation. Yes, it is, my friends. Liberation. I don't know what hit me today, but I finally realized, what I do is not traditional theater. I recently saw the show Blood at the Root at National Black Theater. I hope you checked out the interview with the cast. Their amazing show, great show, incorporates poetry. I loved that part. Incorporated hip hop dance, and it addressed the real social issue of racial tensions that are still going on today. All of that aside, I think that paired with me just finally hitting a wall and being frustrated with trying to do me. I am a poetic dramatist. I would even venture to say that I am a poet first. There is not a single thing I can write, whether it be for a piece of paper or for people to act on stage, that does not include poetry. And I'm not interested in taking my time to write beautiful free verse that is striking and that pulls and yanks at the emotions and fills people with energy and makes people have to move or cry or laugh, only to have people say, oh, well, let's speak this realistically. No. I am done with that, my friends. I am done with that. And that is why I am here with you, my family, looking for poets. It is time to start working with poets and not traditional actors. The final show that I have going up this year is a poetic drama. The creative team is doing a great job. The actors are doing a great job. They're doing what they're trained to do. And that is to create something realistic. No. I am interested in hearing all the vibrance, the wealth, the juiciness of good poetry, spoken word used to tell meaningful stories. And if you are interested in that you're the person I need to reach out to me. Second thing I'm looking for, if you are a director with professional experience, raise your hand. Now, if you would never work on a poetic drama, put your hand down. If you know you do not have an ear for poetry, put your hand down. If you don't have an ear for rhythm, put your hand down. If all you've done is worked on straight plays, and that is not as in gay or straight. In theater, there's a straight play that is just traditional talking, like I'm talking to you, and then there are musicals. But if you have, so I take that back. If you are a director with an ear for poetry and rhythm, if you are that, email me, blackandmakingit@gmail.com. The third thing I'm looking for here, if you are a choreographer, or dancer with an ear for poetry and rhythm and creating acoustic sound with the body, and you are interested in working on a poetic piece for the theater, I need you to email me at blackandmakingit@gmail.com. Now, let me preface all of this with, just because you email me doesn't mean that you're automatically in. I love all of you. Yes, I do. I love you. But there will be auditions. Next year, as the next part of my degree and my career, will be working with my fellow students and under the renowned director Anne Bogart. If you want to be in this industry, she's definitely a person that you probably want to meet. A huge name in theater in terms of director, but she oversees all of this. Also, David Henry Wong, also Tony Award-winning playwright, and great people to get to meet. In addition to furthering your career and working with fellow artists who want to reach towards and fulfill the same cause. Anyway, as I was saying, I'll be doing a full-length play. I'm doing me. I'm done trying to fit myself in a box. I woke up today like, look, Ayvaunn, this education is to serve you. You don't serve it. You do poetry, you take those tools and you use them to do what you do and make it greater and make it better. No more saying, oh, maybe we don't need to do this. No, you just had the wrong people reading it. So yes, I don't want to ramble, but you know what? Before we go, I'd like to share something else with you. I know I still owe you the other part of waiting for my Hershey's Kiss. I will do that. But since the primary purpose for this video today is recruiting, I'm gonna do something that's a little bit shorter. So this is something that I wrote. It's called Crying into Panties. It's very, I know, interesting title, but you'll understand it soon enough. And I think you'll understand where I'm coming from soon enough when you hear the text of this piece. It is in my book, Ephemeral Moments, which is available if you go looking for it. Ephemeral Moments by Ayvaunn Penn. I present to you the poem Crying into Panties. Cappuccino legs, crossed neatly, amid laundry littering the top of an unruly bed. Tan legs, fresh laundry, hot tears falling, frantic hands fumbling, fingers grasping, pressing a pair of black cotton underwear to her face of despair. Sitting cross-legged and crying into a pair of black cotton underwear, I would let my shirt sop my let loose tears, but I still have makeup on. Don't want to stain it. My MAC NC45 tainted tears would be traceless on the undies, though, invisible, lost in a world of possibly numerable threads, feeling particularly alone. much like myself, rather alone, especially alone, trying to figure out the other feelings I'm feeling. Have you ever been there? When you don't even know why you're crying. I mean, I'm not even close to my period, so I shouldn't even be this emotional. And man, I'm thinking I must have really hit an all-time low to cry into panties. Panties! They're clean and all, but still, what is this I feel? Why is it that my humors began to spill from my eyes as I made myself proclaim out loud what I heard the preacher say? Thank you, God, for the closed doors as much as the open ones. And then my tear ducts just couldn't behave anymore. What is this I'm feeling? I feel so lost, like I'm floundering, can't breathe, like I'm drowning. I'm not used to this not having direction, this staying still business. I know the good Lord told me to wait patiently, and I'm trying. What is this not quite tension doing in my chest? Why do I feel like I'm consumed in madness? Could scream, laugh, cry all at the same time. One down, two to go, right? I don't even know what to do with myself anymore. How many jobs can I apply for? How many slam shut doors without even telling me? All except one company. They took such careful time to write me saying, "We are unable to match your qualifications at this time, but we would like to thank you for taking the time to explore our career opportunities." I almost wish they were like the others and didn't bother to give me the common courtesy. Needles running through my pelvis, flares of acne, my hair is shedding profusely, and my ex, don't get me started on my ex. He's not even worth my breath, but I can't manage to get him out of my head. And the rents tell me, when will they get a divorce already? It's been a long time coming. Neither of them are happy. They're not doing anyone any favors. No, not them. No, not even me. Please just sign the papers and me. God, I'm interested in knowing how you're using this portion of my life as training. God, I don't like it. No one can hide anything from you. This doesn't feel good to me. I'd be in trouble if I needed more than a mustard seed. Lord, my heart knows that you've got this, that this is all a part of your plan to mold me and make me this, Lord, I pray. But my mortal mind is having a tough time wrestling with this, all of this uncertainty. What is this I'm feeling? Sitting cross-legged amongst my laundry, crying tears into panties. My tan legs, my fresh laundry, my hot tears falling, my frantic hands fumbling, fingers grasping, pressing a pair of black cotton underwear to my face of despair. And so that was crying into panties. And on that note, my friends, that tells you a little bit about my journey and how I got to here. When I first got out of undergraduate school, I thought, oh, this is it. I can get a job now. I've graduated from this great school. I have a good GPA. Everything in here is true. So many jobs I applied for every day, nothing happening. And then I decided to chase my dream, which is what you should do. You should chase your dreams. You should chase them because God gave them to you. And that year in between undergraduate and my first graduate degree was a really hard time. It was a time that I took to write this book. And in this book are all the words and prayers and everything that helped me to get up the motivation and the gumption that in the Lord and the Bible to do what God told me to do. I'm a writer. I'm a poet. And there are things that God has put in my heart that need to be said. He's given me a talent not to use for myself, but to address real issues that are going on in life, to help other people know that they're not alone, that they will be okay. I went through a time of not having a home. But through all of that, I got my first master's. School was the only thing that kept me off the street. If it weren't for school, yes, was an education, but it was also a means to take care of myself too, when I didn't have any other way to take care of it and myself. And honestly, that's part of what it serves now. I never would have imagined in all my life that God would give me the opportunity to be here at Columbia University, but I know God brought me here. I can see how God has lined up everything. I see God blessing in so many ways, with Black and Making It, being invited press for the first time at the National Black Theater, invited press for the first time, period. But other opportunities, other doors opening. And I don't want to be selfish and keep it all to myself. Is life perfect right now? No. But I know I'm doing what God called me to do. And I know that things are looking up and turning up for the better. Getting all emotional right now. But hopefully that is encouraging for you. If you are in a place where you don't know what to do, you look in your heart and you see what God has put there, and you do it. You do it, and despite the odds, if you feel like odds are against you, whatever, if God is for you, can't nobody be against you. So, yes. From the first portion of this video, if you are a talented poet who is interested in getting up on stage and using that craft and the beauty of language and the spoken word, literally spoken word, to tell stories, meaningful stories, and with movement and rhythm and dance, we're going to do something new, and we're going to do something great. And I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to potentially working with you. We'll talk details. If you are interested, in email me. So, family, thank you so much for lending your ears. I look forward to making work with you, my fellow talented, beautiful Black people. And yeah, so that's all for this segment of Black and Making It. And until next time, have a great week.